it's unplugged. I guess I don't need light on for my hair. Hi guys. Wait till some people are on. Whew, I'm going to curl my hair. I'm going to Cora's performance, and my hair, I don't know. It's acting a little shady today. It's naughty and naughty at the same time. But I felt like I'd come on here in a while. Story of my life, YouTube. Though I am gonna start a decluttering journey. I actually did start, and I didn't film it because it was like kind of hard to. In that I was decluttering all the bathrooms, and that's more private stuff, and I just wanted to get it done quickly, so I did not record that. But I am gonna start a new declutter. I don't know if I'll call it a series, but I'm gonna start decluttering on camera again. But I am gonna curl my hair because see, it's got like weird bends and stuff. So Cora is in an acting camp, and she is playing Cinderella's stepmother today. So I thought I'd try to look somewhat presentable. Say hello if you're there, because I can't see much. So I just thought, oh, I want to curl my hair. Might as well stick a camera on my face and say hello. I know a lot of you have written me and said you miss my lives and having like little chitty chats, so I thought I'd jump on. And if you are here, say hello. How are you? How's your summer going? Ro Beauty of Love is here, my #1 fan. It has a little crown and #1. Did you write that, or is that like, are you just, that'd be really funny if that's an automatic thing that has a crown and #1. That's giving queen vibes. I'm having a hard time splitting. Is it? Yeah, I think it's just your thing. You're just my #1 fan. And Naomi, oh, it's a new thing. Hi, Naomi. How are you? Where are you located? Not specific. Don't give me your address. We don't need people showing up. So summer here is okay. Obviously, the start to the summer was hard as my dad passed. Some of you know that. You didn't write that? Okay. Yeah, I think it's a new thing. That's so cool. So that has been tough. So overall, it is tough. But tell me if that ruined my sound. Because sometimes when my alarm goes off, it messes up the whole entire video, which is very annoying. And I have to restart, and I don't want to have to do that again. I don't want to restart. This guy, oh, we'll bring him over here. Colorado? Nice. What part? I don't really know Colorado that well. I know of Vail. I had a friend who lived in Vail for a little while. There's Colorado Springs. But do you like it there? And how did I just pop up? Are you a subscriber of me? Or I like to know, like, how do people find me? Do my lives ever just pop up randomly and you're just like, who is this weird lady curling her hair in the middle of the day? It's me. Denver. Oh, night. Well, yeah, I know Denver. I'm like, I like how I didn't think of that. And that's like, is that the capital? So summer, yes. I feel like I need more of it than just like the half that's left, but what are you gonna do? And we are going to the beach in a couple weeks, which I'm very excited about because that, like, the beach changes me. I feel like I really should live there, but I do love this area. I love the people here. I like the education system here. It's a good place to raise kids. I am, if you don't know, Naomi, I don't know if you're a newbie that just randomly found me or not, but I'm in the DC, right outside of DC in Maryland area. So it's, I don't know, we have a lot of, there's all sorts of stuff to do. Good mix of people. I like diversity. It's a very diverse area. Actually, the city I live in is the #1 most diverse city in the whole nation, which I think is cool. Oh, decluttering? Oh, did you hear me that I'm going to do another decluttering? I don't want to say series, but I guess it is. So I'm going to follow, I forget her name now, but I got this like, kind of like a list of what order to go in. You know, I just did the bathrooms. I didn't record that. even though I find a lot of people love watching the bathroom, so I have one more bathroom to go in the basement. Maybe I'll record that one. Um, but I am going to do decluttering when we get to. I really think I might hire someone. Our garage, it's embarrassing. It is like a dumping ground. Um, I mean, it's just got everything, you know? Especially with a kid, you get like, there's old bikes, there's all this stuff. I've gotten rid of some of it, but there's just like, my husband keeps empty boxes for like everything we ever buy. So there's a section of that. That's fun. Um, there's just all sorts of crap. And it's one of those things I can deal with because it's like out of sight. I mean, I go there to get my car, but I'm not like sitting in the room, you know? So it just kind of, it's not something I want to do in the winter. Here's my issue, right? I don't want to be outside in the freezing garage because we have it's different from Colorado. It's so cold here. Actually, how cold does it get in Denver? But it gets, I mean, I know there's snow obviously, but does it get as cold as here? I thought I had heard it didn't. Maybe different parts are different ways. And then I don't want to like spend my summer days when we can be out and about and doing fun things like in there. So maybe spring or fall, but then I'm like at the festivals. I just, it's obviously not a big enough priority. So I may have, if I can save up a little cash, pretty cold, then I can get somebody to come in, just like a team of people where it just like takes a day to do the whole thing. That would be nice. I like how I think I'm gonna freaking like prom over here for a summer camp. For a summer camp performance. I'm so extra, and I am a stage mom. We were practicing last night, and I'm like, all right. I'm like, say it like this, because I did do acting, and I clearly think I'm on Broadway. No, but, I'm trying to teach her. She's got free teacher right here. I know what I'm talking about. So I was having her do different inflections and different things, and her doing different things with her body. And she's like, no, I feel like I'm doing everything wrong, because she's a little sensitive to criticism. I was like, girl, you gotta get a little tougher. And I said, that being said, you're 11, and if you don't get it exactly, or you miss a word, you're 11, and you're at camp. So there's that fine line, right? That balance. So, what else? I like this thing. I don't have the fan on. So this curls your hair, right? And then you have this fan you can put on that sets the curl, but it's noisy, and so if I'm doing a video, I'm not going to do it. And again, I'm going to a camp fun presentation notebook I have in here. I don't know why. Jack Kerouac on the road. I've had this since, I think, 9th grade. My brother actually gave it to me. I was like, you need to read this. And I did. I read it multiple times. What else I got? This is fun to look in my little bag of tricks. Chakra healing. Anyone into that there? This is, so I got this book. This is Letters from Vietnam. Oh man, it's a tough one. I got that when I was 23 years old, I think. I read a lot, right? So I got it when I was 23, but the kicker is I read it, it hit so hard, I kept it out, and if I was having a bad day or feeling like any woe is me type energy at all, I would pick this up. And it was a stark reminder of what other people are going through. And how, these are people in the Vietnam War, letters, obviously, right? So it was a stark reminder, and it was weird. I actually ended up meeting a man who had just come back from Iraq, So I was 24 maybe. But I took this with me outside. I couldn't sleep. I had just broken up with my boyfriend. We were on a break or something. I had a really horrible, narcissistic boyfriend. And if you don't know, Naomi, I have a podcast about narcissistic abuse recovery. So if you or anyone you know um, suffered, it's a good podcast. I am very biased. Oh man, I hate when that happens. Oh well. Anyway, so I went out with this book. It was 2 in the morning. I still remember. It was a weekend night. And I went out with this book. I was like, I'm just going to go get some fresh air, read my sad book to make me feel more grateful for my life. And so I did. And it was 2 in the morning, so no one was out there. Why was I going out at 2? I mean, it was, not smart. Actually, you know what? I don't think it was a weekend because it was pretty empty. It would have had more people probably too than that. It was like really empty. Maybe it was Thursday. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. Just giving you a picture. So there was a fountain, and I sat in front of, it's like a bookstore or whatever, and there's a fountain, and I sat and was reading my book, and then I hear a man's voice. I'm like, oh, great. And this guy's like, hey, what you reading there? And he probably, can you still hear me? And I was like, well, since you ask, it is, and I showed him, and I haven't talked about this in a while. I'm trying to remember because he also showed me pictures on his phone. Like he had pictures from war and stuff. It was crazy. He goes, I thought so. He's like, it's crazy. I just got released from Walter Reed, which is, it was a hospital very close to where I live. That was like military, and they would go there and get therapy or whatever, if they had an injury. And he did get an injury. He had a leg injury. And so he went there for his leg injury and therapy. So he was like, I was just released from Walter Reed today. And I was like, oh, he's like, why are you reading that? And I was like, I'm kind of embarrassed to say. I said, but since we're here at 2 in the morning together, the only people out, might as well tell you my story. So I told him, I said, I try to just constantly remind myself of like how lucky I am, because it's like people like you go through hell, and here I am like crying over this asshole guy that I should really just have dumped, And we had this big heart to heart, nice guy, and then I was asking him, if you know me, I love to ask people questions. Like I love to learn about humanity. People fascinate me. So I was asking him a lot of questions about war, and he was like, do you mind? Do you want to see pictures? And I was like, oh, I'd love to. So, we sat out there for like 2 hours talking, sharing stories. He was, showing me his pictures, and he was like, at the end, we didn't even exchange information or anything. It was just like this little miracle moment in life, and he hugged me and he goes, I really needed this. I really needed this tonight. I know God brought us together. And I was like, yes, he did. He definitely did. And it was a really beautiful moment. I kind of feel like, even on a friend level, it would have been like cool to keep in touch, but that wasn't what was meant to happen, right? Like I trust God's plan, but it was really, it was like I said, miracle moment where I needed him, he needed me, right? So, and then I went back in, went to sleep, and that was that. And I had a head full of curls. But see, it's not too bad. Obviously, I let them sit. I know I have some hair in the back here I gotta get. I wish we didn't have to do the back. It makes life difficult. Can someone else do the back of my head right now? I can't see back there. see. Yeah, there's weird stuff going on. So, anyway, what else? There's a big bee outside my window, very exciting. So, I have been watching Housewives. Any of you watch The Housewives? I can't believe I still watch that show. I don't watch all of them, but I'm watching Orange County right now, and some people are just awful, and it's like high school drama. It's so crazy, and then I watch it. I'm like, why? I feel like if you watch it from like a young age, and then it becomes like, like I want to know what happens, even though it's like it's not a good show. It's like I feel invested. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm directing. What am I directing? Oh, why'd that just come up now? Is there like a huge delay? Roro? Can you? I have to curl this tiny curl because it's all alone. And I don't know where the rest of its friends are. They're already curled. But yeah, that's crazy. I think that comment was from like way early. I don't know. If you guys can hear me, can you write a comment? Because my phone's acting a fool. It's a pity to fool. Speaking of which, my neighbor has he created his van to be like the A-Team van. Like Mr. T, his van. It is so cool. It's red and black. It's even got little crazy antennas. And I think he's almost finished. He was working on the inside, but oh, all the way back here. Can't miss this guy. So let's see. There we go. Oh wow, my husband's already on his way home. Oh, diggity doo dah. Huh. It's very early. So there I am in all my glory. How do you like my hair? Better? Can you guys even hear me? Wouldn't it be funny if I was talking to myself this whole time? Alright, I think I got it all. Let's see. Is there any stray pieces? I like the highlights. The highlights I got. Alright, so let that sit for a second. Aurora, can you hear me? My number one fan. I gotta put some earrings in. And that's a cute little shirt, I think. I'm trying to remember. I did a Stitch Fix, and I also went to TJ Maxx, like, within the same week. And I'm confusing what shirts from what. Alright, we're gonna do, while we're letting my hair set, let's do a random thing, okay? Let's do a random. Okay, the crown chakra. It's up here. Let's read. When the crown chakra is out of harmony, we feel totally disconnected from divine source, universe, God, or goddess. We may even have anger at God. We have difficulty trusting our path and our lives in general. Do any of you not trust your path? Like not feel confident things are going to work out? Anyone? We feel depressed, alone, unsatisfied life, and unable to let go of anxiety and fear. When it's in harmony, we live in knowledge of unity, the idea we're all connected. That's something I kind of bypass a lot. That I heard recently a few times. I feel like it's a sign I need to remember it more. Like, I think that can help us live more confidently and like more relaxed, if that makes sense, and knowing like we are all connected. We understand that we are individual reflections of the divine, whatever you believe in. Mine's God. Trust that we are connected to the divine and understand that our individual identity goes beyond the physical form. We are also more able to easily elevate our consciousness. So, when our crown chakra, so I do Reiki. So if you want a Reiki, I should just always have my email in here. It's Fierce Mama C. If you ever want to do services with me, I do energy healing, I do somatic healing, I do Reiki, and I do narcissistic abuse coaching too, which is my most common thing because of the podcast, but I do all of it. But Reiki, you can clear out the crown chakra. So Fierce Mama C at Gmail. If you want to email me, say hi, ask me questions about my work, whatever. You can follow me on Instagram is Fierce Christy Jade. So, Christy, C-H-R-I-S-T-Y. So, physical dysfunction, when the crown chakra is out of balance, energetic disorders, depression, exhaustion that is not linked to a physical disorder, extreme sensitivity to light, which I'm having right now. Gotta get my crown checked. Sound and other environmental factors, confusion, apathy, and alienation. Well, you might take note too. Mental, emotional, so ability to trust life, values, ethics, courage, selflessness, ability to see the larger pattern or picture, faith, inspiration, devotion. Possible causes of the blocked energy, lack of trust or in like God, in life, unresolved anger toward something bigger than you. Then crystals that can help if you're into that sort of thing. Amethyst, clear quartz, some others. Moonstone. Oh, I love moonstone. And essential oils, frankincense, peppermint, sandalwood, and lotus. Interesting. So, working with it. Let's see. Oh, changing old habits. First step is creating awareness around the bad habit, as well as creating awareness around an issue that we're holding in a specific chakra. Once we're aware of a problem, behavior, or bad habit, we can then work to change that behavior or respond differently. So we're going to do example time. For example, consider when you don't speak up for yourself in a romantic relationship. Not expressing your needs and wants can be an indication that your throat chakra is not balanced. This is very common in women, very common. To interrupt this pattern, you might make a mental note whenever you notice yourself shutting down. Once you're aware you're silencing yourself, stop and ask how you can react differently. Then apply the new reaction. Any new reaction will meet this goal through productive, healthy reactions. Although healthy, productive reactions will be more helpful, right? Perhaps you choose to connect in a way they can hear you about how the heated discussion made you feel. In this way, you help heal your silencing pattern in your throat chakra. So talking about it, right? Communicating, expressing, which can be hard if you're someone, especially if you have gone through abuse or you had a toxic life growing up, whatever, you were dismissed by your parents or just like you're kind of seen and not heard type of thing. You could definitely be uncomfortable voicing your opinion, right? We also change the story of identifying as someone who keeps their mouth shut to someone who is working to communicate effectively, right? So like, I like to say yet. I like to add yet to sentences. Like, I am not 100% communicative yet. Like you're working on it, right? So, yoga. There are many forms of yoga. Right? I do yin yoga. It's my favorite. I teach it, actually. Well, I haven't taught an actual class in a while, but I'm certified to teach that. But if you haven't checked out yin yoga, sorry, my neighbor just texted me. I gave a couch away this week, and we did already give it away yesterday, but another neighbor was like, do you still have the couch? So, oh well. But yoga helps bring vital life into the chakras, creating awareness and opening the chakras. So if you have any imbalance in your body, yoga is an awesome tool. I hated yoga a lot of my life because I liked hip-hop dance. I liked fast stuff. I played basketball. I was just like, a hyper little jumping bean. And I will say, I finally surrendered to yoga, and amazing. So anyway, okay, I just wanted to kind of jabber while I was letting my hair sit and my daughter's dying. I don't even know, there's like no one talking, so I really think you guys can't hear me anymore. Probably messed up my sound, but how's that? How is that? I'm gonna get this stuff. This is Bedhead is my favorite after party. Smoothing cream for silky, shiny, healthy looking hair. You should start at the bottom first, they say. Here we go. And it adds a little bit of a shine. I also have a, make sure it's not straight, okay. I also have a spray oil that makes it shinier. I might put a little of that in. So there we go, a little better than before. Yeah. Scrunchy scrunch. Get that extra cream off. I do need, oh, let's do this lipstick for now. I'll probably change it. But just because I do not like looking at myself without lipstick. I have like no lip color, so I look like a corpse. This is Charlotte Tilbury. It's a really pretty color. This is Pillow Talk. Let me swatch it for you in my hand. Oh, I'm going to do a little mini Ulta haul. Isn't that pretty? This is like their most popular color. Good everyday color. And there it is on me. I also have the lip liner. Where is it? Oh, is this Pillow Talk? Pillow Talk. Oh, this is eyeliner. Shall we? Hold on, I need a mirror, a closer mirror for this. Hold on. I have to look down for this. It's weird. I normally only wear black eyeliner, but I got this, and I'm glad I just saw it, because this color's really supposed to pop blue and green eyes the most. I wish I could, hold on. My lighting kind of sucks right now. Just gonna put on that outer corner a little bit. Oh, whoops. Alright. And then you can put it on the lower too. Just do a little bit there. Pillow Talk eyeliner, blendable and long lasting. There it is. There's my final look. And then I have, actually, no. I have my blush I'm going to have to retouch later, but that's that. There's my hair. Sorry if you can't. I don't see anyone talking. I think I failed.